tree and search the concrete ground for dried twigs and dead flowers to make a bed in a corner of pine. Then she reposed and kept me company through moonlit nights of cold wind and long days of the glorious sun, while beneath her new life began. There is light and comfort where she lies, here in my southern window, in the chambers where I brood and love and die and dream. Zenaida Duff. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now this poem I shared before, and I don't normally read things that I read already, but I'm putting this poem on a journey. And I've sent it to some places, and I want it to have its own life, and so I want to put it back out into the universe. And it's a poem about blood and bloodlines and how complicated they are. The Blood Song of Abraham. Somewhere in this blood of mine, a simple Irishman takes his place. A native of the Emerald Isle who in the Great Hunger planted cabbages where potatoes failed to prosper, beset by pestilence and blight, and by grace he lived. Though water made its mark to divide him from brothers of the European clan, he was within earshot of the palaces where Cologne described his great adventure, though he did not intend to encounter the Caribs, whose blood as well courses these black veins. And when the conquerors, those warrior prophets of his white tribe, fought to turn fair eyes to Africa, to trouble the behemoth, so that they might tame the savagery of the others while retaining their own, the woman who carried my mother's mother's mother still pictured herself queen of dust and diamonds. Then in Cordoba, in a temple within shadow of the Alhambra, a boy who kept the seed of my father's father's father recited verses from the Torah, all while the cantors wailed about the troubles to come, which would send them across the luscious ocean to what they would all make into some form of new world. Would that they could then imagine me here and now in this temperate paradise of lazy clouds and sunsets with seasons all the same, but with blood boiling in my head and round my ears, me unable to quiet the roaring thunder in my veins, wondering now and always how one hand is master and the other is slave. Who can make peace with boiling blood? No shaman comes when I call, no priest in consecrated garments gives me his ear. Instead, all I have is echo. The mournful cries infesting Salt River and Bloody Point, where water testified of roses, the angst of African majesty, born again as concubine. All I have is echo, and the blood ever boils. Thank you.
Always a pleasure and honor, Brother Tregenza. A round of applause for the brother, y'all. Yeah.